Running out again.
All right. Welcome everyone to our December midweek meetup and the last one of 2022, which always seems crazy to me saying that. It's every year it feels crazy that the year just flew by. And then this year we just thought it would be fun just to do a few things, come in pajamas as some of us did. I want to share what we're working on, share if, assuming that it's not going to spoil it for anybody that's within the group, maybe share some gifts that you made, have a couple drinks, and then everybody that is here is automatically entered to win one of 3 gift cards. We have a $100 one. Wait, I think we have 3 $50 ones. Anyways, gift cards to YarnYAY. So just for showing up, you'll automatically be entered to win. So I'm going to kick it off with just sharing a few things. I wanted to, first of all, I have to stop. Hillary, your hair is glorious. Like, you busted out the iron for that.
Thank you. Well, I'm still technically at work, so I stuck out so that I could join the last get together of the year. So this is Zoom ready hair.
I am thrilled, but I just had to stop because I was like, I am distracted by those waves. I love it. Okay.
Girl, it's just a beach waver, my go-to.
Love it. Love it.
Thanks.
Do you have, well, I want you to share if there's anything that you can share, like new fun products and for the year. If you're allowed to, you can think about it. If you can't, don't worry about it. And you can come back.
Oh, we always have new fun products. We always have something new and exciting.
Hillary works for Benefit Cosmetics, and so there's always some fun stuff to hear about.
Yeah.
All right. So first, I thought it might be fun just to share some of the fiber related ornaments that I put on my tree. Just a few. I won't make you sit here for a long time. That I put on my tree every year. Probably my favorite one still is the scrap bin tree plushies. But like with every, I feel like it's always because of knit collage yarn that things are my favorite, because it's really like the little flowers in it. That make it so special. But this is just, I put the link to, I was going to say the recipe, to the pattern for this in the chat. And these are just great for any scraps. They whip up really fast. They're fun for gifts. So I have that one. These are really fun to do at just get-togethers, and people don't have to know how to do anything really. I save scraps sometimes of yarn, especially like special yarns. And so if you just organize them by color, you can get these ornaments. I got a whole thing at Joann today. You can get these ornaments. They're just plastic. You could get glass if you wanted to. And you can put them out at a table. You could have all kinds of trims and cut pieces of yarn or whatever, glitter, whatever you'll have glitter forever if you do that. But sequins are really pretty, really easy, kind of a thing that people can take this home with them, but they don't have to have any crafting skills. So I always like having those. I actually finished one of the Hello Bargello ornaments from the kit that we featured this month, and I'm hoping to make more of them. It was fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so that's all the ornaments. Other than that, all I wanted to share was, so a couple things. Do any of you have the Addy Express knitting machine, like the little circular knitting machine? Okay, me too, and I've barely ever used it, but do any of you follow Jen Gigley? She we must have met her in Minnesota when we were out there, but she does really sort of cool modern stuff. But one of these things I was just, and I can post it in the link, she's doing this like Vlogmas for 12 days or however long, where she does these long blog posts or vlogs that are just like her throughout her day. And one of the things that she did one day was a double layer hat that she just made with worsted yarn. And it's just like a good, like go-to kind of beanie that is unisex and kind of, you know, just basic. And so I wanted to try and make it because you can make it in half an hour. And so I made 2 of them today. They're really easy. It's just a tube that you fold in on itself. The challenge is that you are really sort of chained to the circumference of the actual machine. And so this is a worsted weight yarn. I was hoping to make this for one of the teenagers in my life, but it's really like, it's even a little bit too tight for me. Like, it's okay, but I think it's probably the perfect size for, you know, I'd say like 11 and under. So that's one challenge. And I tried it with different yarns. I tried it with, so this was, she just recommended going old school Lion Brand woolies. So I tried that and it worked great. It was just small. And then she suggested going up to a thicker yarn for bigger. And this was a yarn that I launched with Daremore's several years ago, and it didn't work out. So I have a bunch of it. And some of you have probably gotten it in mixed bags. It's lovely. It's wool and alpaca, but it actually didn't work as well as just the plain old woolies, oddly. So anyways, but if you make hats for charity and, well, people that are that have smaller heads, I would say probably 20 inches, 21 inches and smaller. These are really great because they're 2 layers. So you can see here, it was just a tube. So they are really, really warm. And like I said, about 30 minutes, and they take just a ball of yarn. So, you know, if you're doing them in, you know, one from the craft store, and they often have the buy 2, get 1 free Hanks or skeins kind of thing. It really is an easy way to contribute. So I will post her, I think it's day 8 of her Vlogmas. So I will post that in the chat when I am no longer talking to you. And then I wanted to share for those, one more ornament too. For those of you that have not checked it out, so our designer in residence for fall winter, as most of you know, was Tony Lipsy, and she just had her last month, but she has a book out, the Tunisian Crochet Handbook. If you've ever wanted to learn how to Tunisian crochet, or you know how, but would just like to brush up on your skills and maybe have some cool projects, it's a really great book. I just got mine, and it's lovely. So check that out. It's just called the Tunisian Crochet Handbook, a beginner's guide by Tony Lipsy. And then the last thing that well, no, 2 more things. So back in the day when I had just had my kids, my older kids, and it was before I was in this industry at all, and there were holiday gifts to make, and I didn't really have any money. Often what I would do is I would go to a craft store and buy polar fleece, but just like baby size, and you could do it with just 1 layer. So it kept the cost down. And I would hole punch with a pinhole punch, like every 1/4 inch all the way around it. And then I would crochet a border, and I would do them all in like special patterns for each kid if they were into robots or trains or whatever. And they were really lovely and unique and whatever. So cut to my own daughter, she wanted to do some gifts for her friends. She is not at all interested in knitting or crochet, but she was up for tying, you know, you can do the 2 layers and tie them together. So we went and we got a bunch of fabric for her to do that. And while I was there was some that I like that's all like mystic. So I got it. So this time I decided I got 2 layers and I sewed it together. And now what I'm going to do, I got a gift from Lantern Moon that was this hank of yarn. I've split it into 2 because I need to double it. It's just really beautiful. It's super wash. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a strand of it. It's a fingering weight, and I'm going to blanket stitch all the way around the blanket. And then I'll double this and I'll crochet a border, and it'll just be for me, just sort of like a fun throwback. I'm going to try and do more hand making of things that I just want to do for fun. That's one of the things I want to focus on for the next couple of months. So doing that. And then what I'll be working on probably while we're all sitting here is it's hard to see it, my Shake Your Groove thing poncho that I started from Knit Collage. Is a kit. You can't really tell at all what it is, but super fun. This has 6 or 7 different minis involved with it, and it's really, really fun and simple, and I'll actually finish it because it's on a large gauge and I can get it done. So that is all that I have to share. I would love to hear what everybody else is working on. If you made any gifts, I'd love to hear about that. I actually didn't. I made some of the ASAP ones that some of you might have seen, that we put a collection together with Madeline Tosh ASAP yarn. So I made some of those, and I'll be giving those out. But other than that, well, I'm working on this crocheted like kerchief that another teen in my life wants, that's basically like happy faces, like from the 70s, but in a kerchief. And so I'm working on that. But other than that, not a lot of gifts. So if you're making gifts, I'd love to hear about it. And if not, if you're just working on something, I'd love to see it. Chris, do you feel up to sharing with us? Or
I am working on the ASAP hat, except I pulled from my stash Malabrigo Rasta.
oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's really
Perfect.
nice. And then, here I am wearing my minty green cowboy pajamas, and I'm thinking that maybe this would be better for me than for my niece. So it's not going to get there by Christmas. She might not know.
Well, they're ASAP, so you can make another one.
That's true.
Did you make, are those the pajamas that you made?
No, I didn't make these. These are old Nick and Nora. Remember from like a decade ago?
I almost wore Nick and Nora pajamas. I have the snow globe holiday ones. I just decided to go traditional.
I love them.
Me too. Well, they're adorable, and I love your matching glasses and all of the things. So you're not working on a big old shawl? That's so unlike you.
I know. Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff queued up for the time between like Christmas and New Year's.
You're gonna have to share links.
But I don't have them handy.
You have no idea. Okay. All right. Well, if you think about it, once
you'll see links in January. How's that?
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Sounds good. Kristen, what are you working on?
Hey, everybody. Happy holidays. I finally finished my adventurous cardigan that I've been working on for
congratulations.
Finally got it. Got the sleeves together. Got it done.
Well done.
It's a huge coat, basically.
I mean, that was a marathon.
It was
beautiful.
It was. It's a Hoagie Sally pattern, and it's gorgeous. I just have to decide if I'm going to do any closure on it, because it doesn't call for any sort of, closure in the front. So we will see. And then I also finally finished, after like 5 or 6 years, back up here a little bit, the shawl that I have been making for my best friend, who had cancer surgery in October, but I started this years ago. And this is shepherd's wool from Stonehenge Fiber Mills here in Michigan, up in northern Michigan. And it's a knit picks pattern with the cable along the edge. Cool. You do it side to side and do a lot of short rows and increase those. That's the back. But I have to weave all the ends in and wash and block them both. So trying to figure out how to do the adventurous cardigan without, completely distorting it is going to be fun. I may see if I can use my plus size dress sewing form, because you can pin into that.
Yeah.
And see if I can do it at least partially that way, like maybe the top half that way and on the bottom half on the blocking boards on the bed. So, but I'm working on just a plain vanilla pair of toe-up socks.
Oh, those are cute.
This is Fiber Nymph Dye Works. It was her last year's day 25 Advent colors set. This was, I'm trying to think, I think this one was called Winter Shadows. So it's a lot of grays, and then it's got kind of maize and the kind of rust stripes in it. And she's known for her self striping. She's in Pittsburgh.
What's the brand again?
It's my friend Lisa, Fiber Nymph Dye Works. She's in Pittsburgh. She's been hand dyeing yarn for over 10 years now. She actually also dyed the DK that I used for this in the gunmetal. This is her gunmetal colorway, but this yarn is discontinued, but it's just, her colors are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So
Well done and congratulations.
now I just have to wash and block it and finish weaving in the ends.
By the way, as long as you don't have a lot of background noise on, feel free to unmute and comment and have a conversation. But if you have TV on the background or dogs or kids or wandering humans or whatever, if you would mute that, we'd appreciate it. Since there's I'm trying to, should I just keep going through or should we have people raise hands? Let's see.
Can I show while I have someone here who's
Yeah.
attentive?
Yeah. Yes.
So we've been
Hello.
Rami. I've been branching into crochet with a Yoda and an R2, right? Your R2.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
And
Oh,
this-
do you love it so much?
Adorable.
cute.
for his things, yes, you love Oda. Yeah, we
Yep.
love that. We've been working on some knitting, of course, also for him. He's got some Christmas socks we just did, but we've got a sweater we're working on right now
Oh my goodness.
that is a cute little hoodie. We're working on the sleeves, and it's nothing really for mama right now. Nick, my husband got some
Peace out.
socks for Christmas, but really it's all about him.
I mean, it's so fun. I mean, first of all, making small people things is the best
Yes.
because
So
there's a
fun.
sense of accomplishment. But when it's also something that they love, like the amigurumi, I mean, there's nothing better. There's nothing
It
better.
really encouraged me to get back to crochet after getting into knitting, to try some of the amigurumi stuff because they're just so cute. And
So apparently
it's-
now, have you tried making that exact same same pattern, but sizing up using chenille yarn?
I haven't.
So you can use
I
the
have
exact
one-
same pattern, just go bigger hook, and then you can make it, and it's a big, like,
Wheezy. I've got one that I'm trying to make in chenille for him that's like a bunny
Oh yeah.
and is like a bulky weight sort of yarn,
Yeah.
but and a little bigger, but for me it was challenging enough to do the little for right now.
I feel you.
Super
that
cute.
might be a little too much for me to take on at the moment,
Well, it
but I
shouldn't-
will
it
think
shouldn't
about
take
it.
any longer. Like it's the
No,
same
it
amount of
shouldn't.
stitches. It's the same. Yeah, that's why I suggested it, because girl, I got 3 kids. I get it. No, it's nothing changes. You're just supersizing it with gauge. You're
Bigger.
just using a bigger yarn and bigger hook. That's it.
I like it. Right now, an 18-month-old, he loves I can fit it in my hand
Absolutely. And one in
and
each
hold
hand.
it.
Yeah.
But I think that's an awesome idea. Thank you so much.
Very welcome. Well, thank you for sharing. Do we want to raise hands or do you want me to just random? You know what I want to see? Oh, there are raised hands. I don't even know how to do this.
I
Hillary.
don't either.
Hey, hello. Okay, so I
Hillary,
actually
here.
think, can you see
Oh,
me? Okay,
sorry, Hillary Foot. Yeah.
thanks for calling on me because I actually have to get back to work. I feel really bad. I'm kind of like sneaking out a little bit here. But I wanted to show you last night, I finished the few hours crochet cowl.
Oh, good.
This was like,
Lovely.
I needed that instant gratification. And I have been eyeing this shade. What is it? Mars in
Mars in
retrograde.
retrograde.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been eyeing this forever. And so
It's a
basically
real good color. It's real good.
it's a real good color. And I just needed an excuse to get it. So I ordered this and your crochet hook. I want to say it was 11. And I whipped up this baby real quick. I just wove in the ends last night. It's all happening for me. So I love this. Thank
That's
you
the
for that.
exact
Free-
one. I'm giving that exact shade, exact one to one of my Pilates instructors this week.
Oh, I love it
Nice.
so much.
It's so
And
cozy
you know,
and
Benefit's all about pink, but I'm a red girl. So I love that this is like,
both. Yeah.
it's the best of both worlds. So that one was really fun. I whipped that up in one night, wove in the ends, done. I also was really excited because today I got my cassette from Mr. Pink Records.
Oh, I didn't know you were following him.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was so excited to see that you did the cozies. So thank you for
Okay.
that excuse to buy another cassette, which
Can I-
I don't need.
Okay, so I have to tell people the story about.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So, Mr. Pink Records is the record label of my friend Jonas Wilson. He is in a band called Heartless Bastards that tours regularly with Flaming Lips and a bunch of other people, but he's a music producer. And he actually helped produce Urban Heat, which is the band that, and we didn't even know that. We didn't even know. I had met the lead singer of Urban Heat at Jonas's 40th birthday and didn't connect the two when I found the band. So it was very sort of like serendipitous. But how I met him was he was my son's keyboard teacher and my bass teacher, 15 before he was a music producer, 15, 20 years ago. Well, 15 years ago, I guess. So they're good friends of the family, and that makes me really happy. And so we actually did a trade. He is mentoring my daughter's band. She has a side project band. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she's in a band with so 14 and 15-year-olds. And he's mentoring them, and then he's going to record a single for them, like of their band, once they're ready. So we did a little tradesy. So I made cassette cozies. He asked for cassette cozies, and then I created those tags too on our Glowforge. So yeah, that's so neat. That here, hold that up.
Yeah.
I got to get a screenshot of that for him. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay.
And I'm excited too because, okay, first of all, I love the band box because it introduced us to Urban Heat, and we have pre-ordered their EP coming out. So thank you for that. I absolutely loved being able to experience their music for the first time.
I really hope we can keep doing the band boxes. They're a tough sell. They're a tough sell. So I got to figure it out. But.
I get it. But I'm here for it. So you can count me in.
Okay. Thank you.
And I just started Spare a Square Shrug.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh. You're the first person to tell me that.
After the cowl, I just started because I've been hanging on to guacamole for like a year and a half now.
So true story. The one, so let me post a picture, or I'll show people what we're talking about. But true story, that is actually guacamole, that color in the sample. We didn't get it out in time, so we just changed it over to Dutch chili, but we were making it with that. So you're going to get the actual version.
Very excited. I got a hank of this, and I've been hanging on to it for the right project. And I saw that, I'm like, done. One
Oh,
hank?
So
Yes.
good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be so good. Oh, that's exciting.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
So for those of you that don't know, this was a mitered square. Let me see if I can share. Oh, that's probably easier. Okay. Yep, just do that.
There she is.
There she is. So it's a seam as you go. So you pick up on the sides and then knit, and so you don't have a million ends, and it's really fun for scraps.
Mhm.
It looked so cool. I'm anxious to see how it turns out because it just looks amazing.
Doesn't it look cool?
I can't wait to try it.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're all in on the trend of patchwork, like as long as anytime like crafty makes it into the fashion world, I'm like I'm there for it. And so so this has been really great, and it's not going away, all of this like patchwork and checkers, quilting, that kind of thing. And so this was just one more way to sort of tie in that trend. So yeah. Well, thank you, Hillary. Get back to work.
I know I got to go back to work. I wish I could see what everyone else is working on, but happy holidays.
Well,
And
we
thank you
record
for
these.
hosting.
We record.
What's that?
I'm recording it, so I'll upload it and
Oh,
post it.
good, great. Happy
All right.
holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Bye.
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 Happy.
I think Gail, I think you were the next one with the hand up, and then after that, Grace.
Me, Gail? This
Yeah,
Gail?
yeah, sorry.
I just wanted to show you, I did, let me see if I can hold it up better.
Oh, yay.
Your
It's
cat.
beautiful.
Yeah, it really came out nice. I have to weave
How
in.
pretty. It looks really cool. Yeah.
So everything else is mailed out, so I really can't show it. I did post my grandson wearing his hat. He made his first pom-pom. He was very excited. And I was just wondering if that hat pattern could be adapted for the Aran yarn or a bulky yarn.
Are you talking about the hat in the December box?
Yes.
It can, but what size person are you? Head are you?
I would use an adult because with the ribbing, I find that the adult, I did an adult for my grandson who's 10, and it fit him fine because with the ribbing, it just clings.
Okay, well, if you're not making it for a man with a 23-inch head, you can just use the Aran weight, but well, actually you could do it either way. Just make the smaller size.
Oh.
Like you don't even have to change anything. Actually, so you could do that for a man and make a bit, it'll work. Well, it'll get big that way. I would do the smaller size with the heavier weight yarn and it should be fine, but maybe swatch first or just go for it.
And what size needle would
Wait,
that
that
be?
was Aran weight. The December box was the Aran weight.
Oh, it was Aran weight. You're right. I'm thinking it was the thinner weight.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm wearing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It
cute.
was a size 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the Aran
Yes,
weight.
I had
yes,
to go down.
I'm so
It had
tired.
to 72
can't
stitches
think.
because
I can't think straight. We were up so early. I had to take my husband for cataract surgery, and they have a rule that you can't go inside because of COVID and everything. And
Oh,
20 degrees here in the car for 2.5 hours waiting.
man.
So I'm still thawing out. That's why I have this heavy
His
thing.
vision's
over
going to be
my-
amazing though.
I'm sorry.
His vision's going to be amazing though. My mom had that done and
Oh, huge difference.
yeah.
Well, he had
Life-changing.
one done a while ago, so this was his second. And I just ordered from Amazon a large size of that cocoa. It was delicious.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I'll have to.
Really good, really good.
Oh, I'm
40
so
to-
glad.
Here,
Happy
though.
holidays, everyone.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Grace, you're next.
Awesome. So first I just wanted to say I learned to knit watching Gritty, so it's super exciting to be here. I didn't know this was like a monthly thing. And so I'm working on his classic crew from Knititude.
Oh my God.
And it's with Color Theory yarn from Lion Brand. I've done a couple sweaters before, but this is the first one that's not for me, so I'm hoping to finish up this sleeve.
Who's it
Great.
for?
For my boyfriend.
Woo!
Lovely.
Worth it. I've literally never made a man a sweater.
Don't sew in all the ends.
So
It's been pretty straightforward so far.
Yeah.
You ever made your husband one?
No, I didn't make my husband one. No. He's like
Wow.
6'3".
Well, I mean, so is mine, but I made him.
I know, but I don't have a lot of non-work knitting time. So
That's true.
but yeah, that's great. Well, that's
Beautiful.
wonderful. Good job. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Jennifer Sanders.
Before I had to stop knitting, I made my dad a hat for Christmas and forgot to mail it to him.
Oh,
My room is so dark, it's hard to see. The company that they were runner-up in your business
Oh,
contest.
Mystic Fiber Co. Well, they were Miami Fiber Co., but they've changed their name to Mystic Fiber Co. Yes.
Right. Well, this was Coal Miners Blues.
Oh, love
And
it.
My dad loves Loretta Lynn.
Love it.
Coal Miner's Daughter. I had to get the yarn, but since I can't knit right now, I shared this in our group. My knitting.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I have that saved on my desktop because that just like made my whole day that you
Me
included
too.
YarnYAY as part of that. I was just super honored.
Well,
I
it's
know how
it's
hard it is
almost
for you to
done.
work on things.
And another knitter tried to buy it from me. And I said, I can't sell it. It's got YarnYAY. My YarnYAY cup is in it. So I'm having to paint another one. And I've painted in 30 years. So
Maybe you should make prints out of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'd hang up a print of that in the YarnYAY studios.
I would too.
Okay.
You can probably just have it scanned and then there's some like fancy nice paper and people will send you money for it.
Or maybe a good photograph could be put on a print. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Cameras
I,
are so good now.
I haven't done art in 30 years, so I'm out of touch.
Well,
You did a great job.
Thank you. But hopefully one more week of not knitting and I can pick my needles back up.
Did
Yay.
you have wrist surgery?
No, there's something wrong with my left thumb. I
Oh.
can't purl. And my doctor was like, well, just don't knit anymore. Oh, like
yeah, kill me.
Get a new
Never
doctor.
did.
Can't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Well, home stretch. Thank you. Karen.
Yes. I've discovered in a holiday craft show these necklaces. They're made out of yarn. If you can, oh, there it is. So
Yeah.
basically, it's like an I-cord, and then the I-cord is done with 3 stitches, and then you knit flat and increase outwards here until 7 stitches, and then you knit about 8 rows, and then you catch all the stitches like together, like you thread them onto a thread, and then you start with the I-cord again. So basically, I haven't really finished this one quite yet, but basically you can loop them around your neck. Ooh, not easy with a hat on. You can loop them around your neck decoratively. It's not really looking very decorative, but you see what I mean. On the end of the one I bought, it has at the beginning, you do the I-cord, and then you loop it like that. You create a loop, and then you can loop it on to the end of the necklace somehow, like, and have a lariat hanging down, or
Yeah.
you can go around twice. The one I bought has 12 little leaf things. And so that's what I've done on this. And this is a black sparkly yarn. You're better off with those kind of round yarns that come on those like spools like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Knitted yarns or whatever they are, that are sort of round. And I just bought some colors from Webb's. I went to meet my daughter at Webb's in Northampton and managed to get some colors. So I'm gonna make several of them. There is a pattern that's free on Ravelry, which is like it for anybody who's into, oops, let me get the name.
Did you hear that Kathy and Steve from Webb's are finally retiring?
Oh, are they? Oh, my phone is doing all kinds of weird things. Ah, stop. Stop. Oh, they are? So what, is somebody buying them out or?
Oh, they were bought 2 years ago by Love Knitting.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, but they were running it, and then they also had executive positions with Love Knitting, and they're finally moving on and moving to Florida and taking some time. Yeah.
So the pattern is on a free download on Ravelry, and it's called, oh, shoot. Come on, why is my phone, why is it when you try to do something? It's called Strozzi. So Strozzi, and it's by Barocco design team. And it's a free on Ravelry. So Strozzi.
Great.
I just love it. They're very easy to make. You need just 2 double pointed needles, because when you do the I cord, you knit and then you slide it to the other end and then you knit. Have you ever done I cord?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. And then you knit backwards and forwards for the leaf, and they're just really fun.
Adorable. That's so cute. And what a great gift idea too.
Yeah, you know, make them from Webb's. I was able to get a lot of multicolors, because most of my local stores, they don't carry all weights of yarn year round. They only carry like the heavyweight right now, whereas Webb's, they have, you know, good selection all year round. So I'm having a lot of fun. They knit up really quick and they're very fun. And I did knit a multicolored one with glitz, but I misplaced it, so I don't know what happened to that. But I just was blown away. I saw it at a
sweet.
Oh, good.
And bought it, and then I studied it, and I could do that.
Yeah, love it.
Good for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Elizabeth Barron, you are next.
Hello. I am working on, and I wasn't going to do any gifting for knitting, I was crocheting, but I caught your Ask Me Monday and the Wednesday snood.
Yes.
So
Wednesday snood.
and my niece owns a knitting shop in the in an artsy neighborhood in Boston. So I'm making this for her, and I'm hoping she might even display it and sell some yarns. So I went with a speckled black, not quite.
I love it.
Yes, so I'm working on that, and the hardest part was casting on. And once I figured out, because it was kind of a backwards, it was kind of a sideways cast on, I guess, the way you presented it.
Well, so it's foundation stitches. So it does seem sideways. Because it's worked lengthways.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it that way, it would curve like a rainbow, because the chain stitch is so much tighter than the half double crochets or double crochets I think we were using for that. So yeah.
But it's fun. I'm hoping I can get it done by Saturday.
You for sure can. You for sure. I did one. I did that one in the weekend. So you
most of this was done a couple hours today. So I think
yeah. It's a really quick project.
And the other thing I wanted to share was years ago I was into knitting bracelets. So this is just my little holiday.
That's adorable.
And it's like 6 stitches, and I put in these are buttons, these little Christmas lights buttons, and
those are wonderful.
So, and that was like a quick afternoon project. So
yeah,
that's a fun thing to do. So but anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Olga, you are next.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Olga from Columbus, Ohio. So I just finished this from your ASAP collection, this
Yeah.
cowl or snod or whatever, snood, whatever you call it. I
Yeah.
couldn't wait. As soon as I got your PDF download, I couldn't wait till I get the actual yarn as well. So I I made it the same evening
good.
when I got the download.
Gorgeous.
So, yeah, so it's in my own yarn, but then I also got the red pink one. So that's I'm gonna make it once I'm ready. I am on a Christmas ornament train right now.
Ooh, let's see.
I'm making kind of like a lot of different things, but most of them right now are kind of like Ukrainian themed because that's where I'm from. So I made this like Santa little hat, you
Oh,
know,
I see. Oh, cute.
yeah, with a little nose here. Then I knit these little sweaters with the Ukrainian flag on it.
Lovely.
Do you
Yeah,
have do you still have family there?
yeah, I have
Is
like my
are they safe?
so far, yes. No one died or anything like that. So far so good. But obviously it's stuff. So my aunt, my cousins, her kids, like bunch of family are still there. But yeah, we're and I've been making these kind of like a lot of people have been reaching out sometimes and like helping a little bit to support my family. So I would like make these and give them as thank yous or just give people who are interested in the culture as gifts. So yeah, that's my current adventure.
Olga, if there is
Wonderful.
anything that any group members can do, or, whether it's make things to send or reverse,
Mhm.
please just post in the YarnYAY group.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, I think, with like sending things because the post office is not working great right now over there.
Yeah, I wondered.
It's been really difficult.
But what about,
like-
can they get money? Is there,
They can, yeah.
it's okay,
And
the
that's what
banks are
I've
still
been.
okay? All right.
That's what I'm doing, kind of like whatever. I've been even like making these things and selling them to like in my community, at work, at other places. So yeah, it's
Will you, we can include that in a newsletter if you want to make them and sell them, or just have people donate in that way.
Yeah.
We're happy to support that. So what we'll do is we'll have Chris, will you make a note for Felicity or I to reach out to Olga and get pictures? Maybe if you have a flat picture of one of those ornaments, just on one.
Absolutely.
And we can and send us a link for where people can donate. We will absolutely spread that.
Thank
to
you. I really
She can
appreciate
email
it.
me.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot Karen was here. Sorry, I don't have it on that view. Email support@yarnyay.com.
Okay.
With your info, and she'll get it to the right person. Karen will get you to the right person.
Perfect. And I don't know if you guys know, but today Ukrainian president actually came to US and he was given a speech in front of the Congress, and it was.
Did you see it? I
saw it. It actually wrapped up like, that's why I was like 5 minutes late. It's wrapped up right like at 8. He finished it. So, and I ran over here. Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
I'm gonna go after we jump off. I'm gonna go look at that. Did you see the interview that Dave Letterman did with him?
Yes, in a subway station. Yeah.
If any of you, are interested, Dave Letterman's like this leg of his career, I feel like is the best. He's doing these interviews, these, in-depth interviews with different people in the public eye. And he went to Ukraine, within the past few weeks, and sat down with Zelensky, in a train station, gunfire in the background, and it was just a really great conversation. I highly recommend it. You can find it on Netflix. Thank you, Olga, and we will be thinking about your family.
Thank you so much.
Jen Immer, you are next.
Which Jen?
Well, I think it's Jen Emmer, but because you didn't have your hand up, but if you want to share it.
Go first, Jen, if you'd like.
Yeah, is Jen Emmer here?
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, sorry. I got to switch back and forth to different views. So Jen Barron, you can go after that if you have something to share.
Oh, sure.
And Carla, you'll be after that. Trying to keep track of everyone. Sorry about that. All right, Jen.
Awesome. Well, first of all, it's so awesome to see so many people here today.
I know.
Happy holidays if you
So
celebrate.
nice.
I have completely failed miserably in trying to make holiday gifts for people. And I actually tried to make
Hey, amen. It's okay. I did too, and I am okay with that. You should be okay with that.
And you made those
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
earrings you're wearing, I'm guessing. So that
Thank
counts
you.
for all of them. Those are so good.
Thank you. But yeah, I absolutely failed miserably. I tried to make some hats, and I don't normally use Rasta to make it, and I made it too big, and then I remade it and I made it too small, and I'm like, the thought of having to make this hat at least 6 times over, I give up. So I just went into my my shawl bin and just gave away shawls instead, because those I have plenty of. And I'm currently working on almost wrapping up
Whoa.
That's amazing.
something I designed earlier this year. Thank you. But then I realized I can't wear the pattern, so I'm like, oh, I still want to make one for myself so I can actually wear it. So yeah. And it's called the Nightling Cowl.
That's beautiful.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's really great. Well, thank you. And I'm gonna just stare at your earrings for a little while longer.
For sure.
Will you hold it up again?
Sure.
Because it's just so amazing.
Thank you. No, one of my testers asked which way it goes. I'm like, well, I guess it goes this way as well if you'd like.
Yeah.
But yep.
So cool.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Oh, that's great. And that's your pattern? Love it.
Thank you.
Well, if there's a link, is it out yet? Or no, you have testers working on it?
Oh yeah, it's out.
It's out? Okay. All right. We will
I'll
share
put
it in the list then. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Carla, thank you for your patience. You are next.
Hi. Hi, I guess I am new in the neighborhood. I am from Plainfield, Illinois. So, well, I live in Plainfield, Illinois. Just wanted to share a little thing that I did many months ago, many years ago. And I was working in a yarn shop in Illinois. The name was Elemental Yarn. So they are Cascade 220, I think they start to, yeah. So I did a design, and it was published. This was my design.
Oh,
you can see. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And this happened too many. Yeah, thank you. This happened too many years ago, and actually it's in here too. I was so proud that time that I never imagined to have the chance to do a design, to send it, and to okay, yes, you got it. So it was very good. And then I actually working in this is gonna be for me because sometimes I a little selfish. I used to give it the gift to everybody for Christmas, Mother's Day, socks. Oh, I did so many socks, and I did for so many, and then it's very sad to find out that then they give it to Goodwill because they don't use it anymore. And I said, for what reason to spend so much hours into something, then you're gonna find out that they did to Goodwill or they sold in a garage sale. So forget it about. So now I'm so worried about me, It's yes, I did 2 sweaters. I gave it to my sister-in-laws. It was a very complicated intarsia, stuff like that. I said, oh my God, it was so, and I gave it away because they love it. And then you find out, oh yeah, I donate to Goodwill because I said If you have it, do you think you can give me back? If you're not gonna use it? No, I gave it to Goodwill. Oh my God, forget it. I will never give it again. So anyway, yeah, I'm doing something now for me, and this is a design that I'm doing too. Yeah, so I'm using yarn from baby alpaca, and I'm mixing too, because sometimes you don't find the stuff that you want. And actually, this is baby alpaca from Peru. A friend sent me to me, and actually I'm Peruvian Italian, so this is why this is the brand. So there you go. It's a baby alpaca. It's 100% baby alpaca. You know, the best baby alpaca. So anyway, and I mix it with this that I find similar, but Hobby Lobby. So yeah. Anyway, so and it's a 50% wool, but I'm mixing now, so we'll see. This is what I like it. To be honest, I like what I see. So there you go. Yeah, trying to do the best, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank
And
you.
actually, Vicky, I have a picture with you.
You do?
Yes, and I don't have it right now. I will look.
From a VK
I
Live?
think I met you in a show in bow knitting in Chicago years ago.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and you were there. Yeah. So I have the chance to take a selfie with you. So it was very cool.
It's so nice.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for coming. It's so nice to see you. So nice to see you.
Yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my scenes, you know.
Oh, of
Thank
course.
you.
We do this once a month. Come on in. I mean, normally.
Oh, that's good.
Sometimes it's just, you know, a handful of us, but we have a good time.
Let me tell you, my husband, he's so good with me. He said, guess what? I put you in a Zoom with Vicky Hall. What? Are you kidding me? Yes. So thanks to him, I'm here. Can you believe that? He knows I like you. He knows I'm watching you too, your shows, you know, and that before when you were having the shows, you know, when you were doing your crochet and you were the host, it was very nice to see you there. So then my husband said yesterday, guess what? What? You are gonna have something with Vicky Hall. Can you believe? So happy.
So you're in the book?
Yeah, yeah, my husband is telling me, yeah, I told her.
Well, thank you. Thank you for setting it up for her. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you. Jen Barron, I realized I skipped right over you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Hey, no worries. No worries at all.
Did you make ornaments? You were spinning yarn last.
Guess what?
Last time we
I
talked.
made one ornament with my spun yarn.
But you spun it yourself.
I spun it myself, and James is my brother's boyfriend or partner, and he's an artist. He does a lot of metalwork and jewelry making, but he befriended all of these beautiful artists, and one of them had passed away. So her books and such he brings to me. And one of them was a super old spinning book with spindles, etc. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And I bought a spindle, and I bought some fiber, and it sat for a year. And so I made one ornament, and I finally spun some yarn, and this is for James. I'm going to put it on his present this year because he deserves it. Yeah, and thank you, Vicky, because this is your pattern.
Yay. That's fantastic.
Super cute, super fun. I did also buy for myself, which actually I gave it to my husband, said wrap this up for me. There's a Nano. It was a Kickstarter. It's a e-wheel, an electric spinning wheel that the guy makes out of all of 3D printed materials. And so, I mean, obviously a spindle you can get for like $10, and then the next step up is a spinning wheel for $1,000, right? That's a big jump when you're thinking about holy cow, this craft going from $10 to $1,000. That was not going to happen. So it's called the Nano, and it's EEW wheel, and it went on sale or went it finally came into shipping and $137. So that's under the Christmas tree. So I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see.
Fabulous. Let me know how it is, because I have been wanting one of those badly.
I will let you know, I'm a little nervous because the Facebook group, everybody is having, this and this and this and this, and I have no idea how to spin on a wheel, let alone an electric wheel. So I'm crossing my fingers that there's no problems. You inspired me, so I will completely keep you posted.
Definitely reach out on Facebook if you've got any questions that I could possibly answer.
I will. Thank you. I am
It's
also
about the process. It's about the experience. Don't be.
It is about the experience. It was a lot of fun. This was my Christmas yarn, and I made a little ornament out of it. I am also, of course, during the Advent, I'm doing the ribbon candy scarf.
Okay.
This is my first Christmas Advent, and I'm so excited for it. And I just, is everybody okay with a little bit of a spoiler?
Past, because I mean, it's, what is it, the 21st now? I feel like after the 15th, that's okay. I also haven't posted about it, but
okay,
this was on me. I didn't put a start date because I was like, people could do whatever they want.
Do what you want.
But because people want to share, it makes sense to have at least some parameters. So people.
Well, I just want to say there's a couple things. So what I did is I opened it all up eventually, and I'll just show one. I attached the yarn to the tag, and I put it all in a little key ring thingy.
Very smart.
Because now I've only gotten through.
I love that idea.
The main color.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm ready to start contrasting
The
colors.
only historical record we have at this point.
And I marked them all 1 through 10. So I know which color to go through. But this, just as a tip, this is kind of what I did this year. That I started it this year. This is I don't know if you guys can see this. This is my journal. And so every month,
I've heard lore about these.
Every month I would do the tags, and I would cut off a little piece of the yarn, and whatever project I was making, that's what I would put notes in. But I have the tag, and here's the tag of Charles, and a little bit of the yarn, so I knew what I used, knew what I did, etc., etc. And so this was my 2022 notebook.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to building my 2023.
Yeah. Jennifer, I really like your wall art. Is that all your family names on there?
Yes, my husband, I think I got that on, like, it's huge. I don't know how that's really, I look back and I'm like, that is huge. He probably on Etsy. It's a canvas print with my name, my husband's name, my son's name.
That's so wonderful. I like that.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I see there's a sign in. We'll just write down all of your names, and everybody that's here. We'll just write down all of your names, and you'll be automatically entered. So make sure that you have, before we wrap up, make sure that your full name is on your, I mean, Jen, we know you're Jen, but make sure that you don't have any, nicknames or whatever, so that we can write down your name. And if you don't have a YarnYAY account, meaning that we don't have your email address, maybe put your email address as you're still eligible, but we just won't know how to reach you. So maybe put that as your screen name. So
hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Carla, you said you were from Plainfield. I'm in Downers Grove. I need some people. So maybe at some point we can get together.
Yeah, I hear it in Plainfield, so we're close.
Yes, we are close. I love that. I need some people. So I'd love to maybe catch up with you sometime.
Oh, good.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
We can knit together, maybe go to Coffee in Panera. Yeah.
Perfect.
Excellent. Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
All right. As we wrap up, it looks like we've got a couple more people before we close down our evening. Paula, you are next. And then Laura, you'll be the last.
Okay, I had to mail out 2 of my gifts. And one was a Jane Cobb hat from Firefly.
Okay.
Is anyone familiar with Firefly, the sci-fi?
Oh, yes. Okay,
And
sorry.
Jenny
I was
Cobb.
cataloging
way.
yarn lines. The
Yeah,
show.
so
Yes,
I made a Jane Cobb hat for my son, and for his wife, my daughter-in-law, I did the Vivid Valentine shawl. And I did
Oh,
that because I wore mine to their house when we were visiting them this fall. And I had put it down just for a couple minutes, and she picked it up and put it on. So I thought, okay, she needs one of those.
love it.
Then the other things that are all wrapped up, I have one left. And I made these. This is an ornament. It's not knitted or crochet, but it's made with yarn. And this was my first prototype, so it's not the best. But the other ones for my grandchildren have their names on it, and they have buttons or things on it that represent them. So that's what I've been working on. And now that all that's done and wrapped and sent, now I'm back to the November box yarn. But I'm not doing those mitts because I live in northern Michigan and I need something with some kind of a thumb in it. So I finally found a pattern on Ravelry that actually uses 75 yards and it has somewhat of a thumb.
Oh.
And it's, let's see if I can show you. And I can't.
You have to lift it up a little higher. Oh, cute. That's great. You know, with this yarn, having just a really simple like stitch pattern is great because there's so much texture and sheen to it already. I think it's going to be beautiful.
Right, that's what I thought. And if it doesn't have cables, it doesn't use as much, which is probably why I can do this one in 75 yards because it's ribbed and stockinette stitch.
Yeah.
Can you hold it up again? I didn't see it the first time.
Oh, okay. Where did it go? Here.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Alabrigo Glovies.
Malabrigo.
Yeah, Glovies.
Oh, nice.
So it's 75 yards. So yeah. Anyway, so I did a bunch of Christmas presents and they're all in the bag, as it were.
Good job. Now it's time for you to work on something for yourself.
Yes, like these glovies.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Laura, you want to take us home?
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me join the group. I'm a newbie.
Welcome, welcome.
And this is what I'm working on. I'm working on a baby blanket.
Oh,
my third one. I did one as a Christmas gift as our neighbor had their fourth child on my great grandson's birthday. So I did a blanket for them. And you asked about Christmas presents. I've done 2 40 by 50 quilts for 2 of my great grandchildren for their Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
And so yeah, my great oldest is 17 and she's never, every birthday, every Christmas, Nana here has made her something.
Oh, that's so nice.
So,
great. Lovely.
I live about 5 hours from you. I'm up in Louisville, Texas, north of Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I
Getting
have
ready for the chill.
Yeah, a matter of fact, my game plan, I'm almost done with this blanket, is Tony showed on her YouTube to do a corner to corner Tunisian style.
Blanket?
And I love doing the Tunisian.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Great
go check
idea.
that out. Yeah.
So,
She loves her making a blanket. She just loves it.
Well, and I've got a great niece that's getting ready to have a baby next year. So Aunt Laura here's got to get busy and make some more baby stuff.
You do? Why are you even here? You've got stuff to do.
I'm done. Well, her not due till August. She's not due till August. I got time. But I have a group I belong to on Thursday mornings at our senior center. And we do baby blankets and hats and donate them to the hospital for to the NICU unit. So
that's great.
So after the mother has the baby, she can choose a hat and a blanket. I do the blankets. My husband loom knits the baby hats.
Love it. Love it.
To match the blanket. So we're doing, he helps support my habit of fabric and yarn.
Love it. Sounds like a keeper.
Yes, 42 years, yes.
Well, congratulations. Love it. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. This was a really, really just great way to end the year. I still can't believe that 2022 is done, but I'm really looking forward to next year. I'd love for you to share any ideas that you have about what you'd like to see from me and from YarnYAY in 2023. There's still room for you to tell us if there are yarn brands that you want to try, because the silver lining of there being supply chain issues, that means that yarn lines that we booked originally for our boxes aren't available, is that we have some spaces to fill in with what you'd like to see. So if you've got a product or a yarn that you've been thinking about wanting to try, and maybe haven't, or you have and you love it and you think everybody should check it out, please, you can post it here while we're about to wrap up. You can send it to hello@yarnyay.com. Send it to me on Instagram, whatever. We would love to hear, not just for our monthly boxes, but for kits, for other sort of like specialty boxes, any of the things. We would love to hear it. Next year is our 5th year, so we're going to be doing a lot of celebrating, a lot of different, we're going to launch some stuff. We're going to hopefully have some events. So anything you'd like to see, we would love to hear. And thank you so much for being here. Have a safe, healthy holiday, and take a little time for yourselves now. You did good work prepping for the holidays. Now take a breath for yourself, and be well, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Bye.
holidays, everybody.
Holidays.